Hi, my name is Mrs. Burton, and I'm the director of the Options program here at Cathedral. Today's Light Group is focused on creating awareness about our Options program that will begin next school year. Our Options program will have up to 4 students with intellectual disabilities. The Options students will push into many freshman classes and also receive one-on-one instruction in the Options Center. The following video is an example of an Options program at Bishop England High School. Bishop England is a school very similar to CCHS in Charleston, South Carolina. This will help give you an idea of what the Options program will look like here at CCHS.
Schools across the country are looking at the unusual way Bishop England High School is teaching special needs students.
Their new approach is helping those students learn beyond expectations. But the surprising bonus is how teachers and other students benefit too. It's a Live 5 special report.
I like to talk to friends and have fun with them.
16-year-old Hope loves high school.
What's your favorite class?
My favorite class is algebra.
Hope is benefiting from a unique program at Bishop England High School where students with intellectual disabilities are included in regular classes, social clubs, and sporting events, given the whole high school experience.
How about evaporation of water from leaves of a plant?
In this classroom, you can find Sam, a seasoned junior who's popular with his classmates. Even though Sam's teachers are not trained in special education, they've learned to reach students at many different levels with individualized instruction.
What they try to do is really figure out not how do you teach a child with autism or how do you teach a child with Down syndrome, but how do you teach Hope? How do you teach Sam? How do you teach any child? What are the strengths and weaknesses?
Like other students in his class, Sam needs to learn the material, although he may have fewer test questions.
How are your grades?
Very good. I got, I'm going to say 4 A's and 2 B's.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really not that too bad.
It's no real surprise these students do better than expected.
But the real shocking thing has just been the incredible impact it's had on our college prep students.
Julia is one of those college prep students. She signed on to help Hope and 2 other girls in her class, but found she was learning in the process.
And there was a word I had no idea what it was, but so we looked it up and we got the right answer. And so I mean that might be on the SAT when I take it in 2 weeks.
More important for Julia, though, is the cherished friendship that is developed and an understanding rarely found in high school.
No one's perfect, so you can't expect anyone to be perfect.
Students and faculty see benefits that go beyond academics.
It's very difficult to teach tolerance, to teach acceptance, to teach students to embrace diversity without living it.
Once you've seen it, you just can't imagine having a school without it.
This is the 3rd year for the program at BE, and now other schools across the country are using Bishop England as a model. Dr. May believes it should work everywhere.
It's an amazing program. So the students with special needs, where do they go from here?
Well, Hope plans to go on to Clemson, where they have a program just for students that have special needs, and Sam plans to go out and get a job.
Good for them.
In order to help our Options students feel most included at CCHS, we'll have a peer mentor program where typical CCHS students will support the Options students throughout their day on campus. The peer mentors will push into the Options students' classes and also help the students in the Options Center. Out of the 80 students that applied to be a peer mentor, 35 were chosen. This doesn't mean we only need 35 students to help support the Options students. We need this to be a whole community that is ready to welcome a new population of students to CCHS. Many of your lives are already impacted greatly by individuals with special needs. Many of you perhaps have little to no interaction with individuals with special needs. Regardless of your experience, we hope that you may take the time to reflect and open your hearts to the Options program and all that it entails. The peer mentors created this next video to show how people with special needs already impact the CCHS community. In addition, they wanted to depict a sense of hope for the future of Options and Cathedral Catholic High School.
I can only imagine what it will be like when I walk by your side. I can only imagine what my eyes will see when your face is before me. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Surrounded by your glory, what will my heart feel? Will I dance for you, Jesus? Or in awe of you be still? Will I stand in your presence? To my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak at all? I can only imagine. I can only imagine. I can only imagine when that day comes, when I find myself standing inside. I can only imagine when all I would do is forever, forever worship you. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Surrounded by your glory, what will my heart feel? Will I dance for you, Jesus? Or in awe of you be still? Will I stand in your presence? Or to my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak at all? I can only imagine. Yeah. I can only imagine, surrounded by your glory, what will my heart feel? Will I dance for you, Jesus? Or in all of you be still? Will I stand in your presence? Or to my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak at all? I can only imagine. 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 I can only imagine when all I would do is forever, forever worship you. I can only imagine.
As a student here at CCHS, the role you will play in the success of the program is huge. The option students will look to you to feel a sense of inclusion and belonging. The way you choose to interact with them could make or break their day. Welcome the option students to the Dons community by treating them as you would treat any other student. This last video is a great example of how one young man's life was forever changed because of the positive support of his peers.
What we all want in life is a shot. But what we do with it, that's the story we all want to tell.
You know, I've coached for 25 years and I've never experienced that, the emotional high of what happened.
What happened for Jason McElwain, or J-Mac as his friends call him, is about more than a shot. Diagnosed with autism at 2 years old, now identified as highly functioning, he's never considered himself different or separate, especially when it comes to sports.
Sports has always been, how could I say, his equalizer. He's just like any of the other kids out there.
It's not really a big deal at all. I'm just normal like other people. That's the way I am.
At 5'6", J-Mac didn't make the junior varsity basketball team at his high school, Greece Athena, near Rochester, New York. Instead, he became team manager, a role he now has for the varsity as a senior. In the last 3 years, in his white shirt and black tie, he's missed only one game.
Go to practice, I set up the clock and get the water in games and be enthusiastic.
As this season was wrapping up, Coach Johnson approached Jason with an idea about the Trojans' final home game of the season.
I said, you know, I'm really going to look to try to get you in the game, but remember, I can't promise you that. And he goes, okay, Coach.
February 15th, Greece Athena against Spencerport, senior night. With word out that Jason might play, the student section printed signs of J-Mac's face, just in case. And with 4:19 left in the game, with the Trojans up by 20, Coach called down to the end of the bench for number 52.
I just kind of turned and pointed at him, and he almost ran right on the court. He was so excited.
Hey, Jay, you got to check in. So he hits the buzzer, and he doesn't go anywhere. It's like, now you go on the court. You know, he was so caught up in the moment.
He came into the game, they all stood up and they put the signs, you know, the pictures of him up, and I got really emotional. And I sat down and started to cry.
With 3:46 left, Jason got the ball.
When he missed that first three, I was like, oh, and then it airball, and I was like, man, I really just want to see him score one time.
I put my head in my hands, like, dear God, please, just get him a basket.
Then, with 3:12 left, another chance.
That third trip down the court, magic.
As soon as I started hitting my first shot, I just kept shooting, and I was just hot as a pistol.
Shot after shot after shot kept going in.
The basket was like this big, huge bucket, and I was shooting them like they were free throws. It was just a big, huge bucket that's like huge.
You know, I was like, oh my God, is this really happening? He has more points than me, so he's got bragging rights over me.
He was unstoppable for that moment in time. He was unstoppable.
He comes down the court right at the end with like 3 seconds left, and he hits this one that's, you know, probably like an NBA three. As soon as the gun ended, they stormed the court, you know. I couldn't, you know, I just couldn't dream anything like that.
It felt like we won a championship. Everyone was just so happy for me.
In that 4 minutes, 19 seconds, Jason was 7 for 13, 6 of 10 from three-point range, 20 points in all. In the end, Jason McElwain was the game's high scorer.
Truly the most incredible moment I've ever had in coaching. I was so touched, and it was just so special to me that a young man, his dream came true, you know, and that I could help that. It was awesome.
What we all want in life is a shot. J-Mac took his, and now it's a story we can all tell.
The Options Program is the first program for students with intellectual disabilities at a Catholic high school in California. You all should be very proud to be a part of a school that embraces diversity and serves as a model for others. Our hope is that you take the time to reflect on your opinions and thoughts regarding this new program and open your hearts to welcoming the Options students next year. This program gives us yet another opportunity at CCHS to fulfill Christ's mission for us by utilizing our gifts to change the world, live the call, and build the kingdom. Your light group teacher has questions for your group to reflect on. Please take the time and truly think about what these questions are asking of you. Thank you.